Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tracy and today's upload is my weekly weigh-in update for Slimming World. Now listen, there's not a lot to report this week, not really that much at all, so it's probably got to be a bit of a shorter video. So let's go back to the start of the week. I think I mentioned, yeah, I definitely did mention it in last week's video that I was going to my dad's for dinner and I never ever asked my stepmom, sorry, to make a Slimming World's meal for me. I don't care. That's a sort of cheat meal for me every couple of weeks when I go there for dinner. And I was sort of kind of hoping that she would make macaroni cheese. And guess what? She did. She made macaroni cheese, which was delicious. We also had a soup for starter. I can't even remember what that was. Oh, chicken and rice soup. It wasn't off plan at all. Yeah, it wasn't off plan at all. I was just thinking there. Was it? Because she offered us bread and butter to have with it, and I didn't have the bread and butter. I just had the soup, and then I had my macaroni cheese, and I did not have the pudding. So apart from that one plate of macaroni cheese, the rest of the week has been on plan. On Sunday I hadn't planned to visit my mum's, but my friend's Mark was going through to a scrapyard type place for his car, and that's right beside my mum's, literally 2-minute drive from my mum's. So he's saying, oh, do you want to go through to your mum's for a coffee or something? So I phoned my mum up and I says, Mark's coming through, blah, 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 we're just going to pop in for a coffee. And she was like, are you sure you don't want to stay for dinner because we're having a roast lamb? And I was kind of like, So basically I said, right, I'm not having it off plan. Lamb isn't the best meat that you can have on Slimming World because it's very hard to get it fat free or low fat. Well, you can get it low fat, but you know what I mean. It's not as easy as like beef or chicken or turkey or anything like that. So it was a roast lamb, so I thought I could just trim as much of the fat off as I can. And I had my pre-cooked roast potatoes in the freezer, so I took a bag of them out the freezer, popped them in my mum's oven, and we also had loads of veg in that as well. They also had Yorkshire puddings and other bits and bobs, but I just had my roast lamb, my roast potatoes and my veg. So I stayed on plan for that meal, even though it was so tempting to have one of my mum's homemade Yorkshire puddings. I love homemade Yorkshire puddings. I mean, I like store-bought Yorkshire puddings as well, but homemade Yorkshire puddings, especially my mum's Yorkshire puddings. Actually, they're not even my mum's. It's my little sisters that make them. I don't know what I'm talking about, but my mum trained them how to make lovely homemade Yorkshire puddings. And I resisted temptation. And I really enjoyed my meal anyway. Like, I don't have to eat the Yorkshire puddings to be able to enjoy my meal. The lamb was so beautifully cooked. And my mum is a great cook, I know this. And it didn't have a lot of fat on it either, which made it so much easier to eat. And you know, I wasn't faffing about trying to trim all the fat off or anything. It was just really nice. I did allow a couple of sins for any hidden fat that might have been in the lamb. I'm trying to think what else I had on the Sunday before I went to my mum's. I think we just had I think Ali and I just had a corned beef salad sandwich. That's all we had. So I used my healthy extra B for the bread and one sin for the corned beef, salad sin free, speed. And I didn't even have that many teas and coffees that day. I was guzzling the sugar-free iron brew, which is also sin-free. So I hadn't used a lot of sins, and I did leave quite a big allowance of sins for any hidden fat that would have been in the lamb. Oh, also, Ali and I and Mark, well, basically Ali and I, Ali chose a double chocolate gateau to take through for pudding because we said we'd bring pudding. And I didn't have any of that, but that wasn't hard to resist because I'm really probably would have resisted it whether I was on Slimming World or not. But apart from that slight brush with temptation, the rest of the week has been pretty, you know, normal, boring. I don't know if I would call it boring, but you know what I mean, Slimming World. I've been on plan the whole week. Haven't used my sins every day. I haven't used all my sins every day. I've used some of my sins. I was slightly concerned, you know, I mentioned last week I got my coffee machine and I was slightly concerned that I would maybe use quite a lot of sins on the Costa lattes that I'd bought. I bought a whole case from Amazon, which was 5 packets because it works out cheaper to buy it on Amazon than buying it out the shop. But actually, I didn't like the Costa latte, so I ended up giving the whole lot to my brother. It was too creamy, it was too thick and creamy. I'm so used to the skimmed stuff now. So I managed to, you know, save a lot of sins because I didn't like the Costa lattes from my Tassimo machine. Instead, I bought is it Kenco Americano, I think I got. Yeah, I think it's a Kenco Americano Smooth or whatever. That's really nice, and I just use the milk from my Healthy Extra A allowance in that. And basically, that is how this week has went. That was it. Nothing exciting to report really this week. So let's get on to my weigh-in results. When I stepped on the scales half an hour ago, I found that I had lost £2 this week. And that brings my total weight loss to 2 stone and £12, £2 away from the 3 stone mark. I'm getting excited. Maybe not be able to do it in the next week, but hopefully the week after, if I stay focused and stay on plan and resist temptation. I don't think I'll have anything in the next couple of weeks. And that's probably going to be it for this week's video, guys. I'm really sorry if it's a short one. Some of you may enjoy that it's quite a short one this week, because sometimes I do tend to ramble. I'm not saying I haven't rambled in this one, but sometimes I tend to ramble a little bit more or longer than necessary. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.